And we're back. And the music in this game pretty much almost never stops rocking. So, fair warning there. Hey, we need to go east. There's nothing for us on the north right now. Okay, so the blue bar is our health. That's what the 60 out of 60 is. The bar under it is our magic. It works differently than most RPGs, and we don't have any spell right now, so we can't do anything about it. The hit rate, every time you hit an enemy, that goes up, and that increases your EXP gain a little bit. Which is handy. Max is about 99. And then as long as you keep hitting enemies, you keep the bar up. If the bar depletes, then it goes back to 0. Hey! Hey! Well, sorry, I thought you were a monster. But if you're not a monster, then who are you? And what are you doing here? Ooh, excuse me. Adol gave his name and Adol gave his name and explained that he had come at Ricardo's behest. I keep reading it as Ricardio. Oh, so you're the guy Ricardo got, huh? To know where he found me, but he sure do look the part. Okay, thank you. You're a lifesaver, you know that? The mayor's still down in the tunnels, as far as I can say. The boss has been searching around the entrance mainly, but I guess the mayor got himself stuck further in. But the last time the boss checked in was a while ago. Hasn't come back for so long, I'm starting to get worried. I sure hope the monsters haven't eaten those two. Gives me chills just thinking about it. Anyway, I really appreciate you coming. Please find Mayor Edgar and old Dewey, and bring them out, alive if you can. Man, I suck at voices. Source of Ravalor. Bees! So many bees! Actually, there's only 2 bees. Whoa, that was weird. The little potions we grab increase our strength, defense, and magic casting rate by a flat amount. By the number shown. They cap out at 5. Strength and defense cap out at 5, and magic cast rate caps out at 3. There isn't a magic cast rate stat. It's just kind of a static thing throughout the entire game. Wow, I'm barely hurting this thing. Come here. Hey. I will be doing a little bit of light grinding for levels and money. Because even though I'm on easy, I'm still not going to take any chances because this game is evil. It doesn't start out evil, but it gets evil very fast. To the point where the first boss, I remember when I first did this on normal, the first boss killed me like, just, I think 5 or so times. Like, I'm not the best at this. So we don't need to go this way, I just want the money. I think there's no money pot up here, I could be entirely wrong. The levels are nice too. You can't even hurt me. But yes, levels in this game are extremely generous. Well, actually, they only add a few of each stat. There's a money pot. Gimme. They only add a few of each stat, but stats are, like I said, everything. And that's why even just having the 5 points of extra strength from the potion, that really helps in certain situations. Too bad you can't get that in boss fights, though. That would be awesome. These little goblin guys are great to grind with at the start. Oh yeah, the down thrust ability has a chance to stun a target, which is awesome. Once we get the ability to double jump, it becomes stronger. And you're basically guaranteed to stun every time. It is a very high chance. Ravalor! Just a little bit. Just enough to max off our base equipment here. I love the music in this game. Also, We can't go this way yet. We need the wind magic. We won't be seeing that for a little while. There's 3 types of magic in the game: fire, wind, and earth. You find them in that order. Earth is situational. I never really use it, aside from saving my ass. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The contents of these money pots do not respawn, which sucks. You can't grind from them. Enemies can drop Ravon ore, but you'll pretty much never see them in the early game. They don't really start dropping it until about halfway through. Hello. Who might you be? What in the world are you doing here? Can't say as I've ever seen you around before. You from Valestein Castle? Adol introduced himself and explained that he had come at Ricardo's behest. Again. I see. Well, I'm glad you're here. Ooh, hiccup, excuse me. I'm Dewey, the head miner in this quarry. I came here to look for Mayor Edgar, but this is as far as I got. You're totally unarmed, unless that shovel there is yours. He's in serious danger here, though. I can't just leave him. Unfortunately, the monsters down there are in a class all their own. Sword attacks just bounce right off them. Unless we can find some way of dealing with them, I don't see how we can possibly get the mayor out safely. Maybe check the storehouse? We found some pretty interesting artifacts a while back. Stored them all in there. Locked up tight, but I've got the key right here. You got a storehouse key. Since you're not a miner, though, I'm guessing you have no idea where the storehouse is located. We actually passed by it when I looked for money. It's on the other side of the open-air strip mining chamber, the big vertical shaft you passed through. There's a room of 2 doors on the bottom. It's the one on the left. Help yourself to anything you find in there. I hate to be so useless, but I guess the rest is up to you. Thanks much to the adventurer, you're a good man. Like you said, we can't do anything down here, but there was another money pot. Yoink. Now, I am going to grind up enough money to buy those 2 pieces of equipment we saw earlier, so I'm going to be right back. And we're back. We are almost level 8, and we have a lot more money. I got words. I reached level 8 last time, but won't be getting it this time because of that extra money pot that I opened up. I didn't open it up last time. And yeah, these cost 7. Gold cost still isn't too bad, but grab all. So we'll max out our shield. And just for the hell of it, max those out. Armor is nothing unless you actually equip it. So our stats are much nicer now. Adol's sprite does change when you equip new stuff, but only if you have a full set. So until we get the shield, we're stuck with this. I could cut out the walk back, but screw it. Let's just go test out our new stuff. We are getting much harder now. I don't even have to combo these guys, they just die instantly. These guys don't need to be too shy. Also, one thing I've noticed is the experience gain seems to decrease with each difficulty up. I don't remember what it was like on normal, but I was leveling way faster on easy. Like, I was a full level ahead by the time I got done this dungeon. We will be level 8 and then maybe like a quarter to level 9. I was level 9 and halfway to 10 on easy, on very easy. Because yeah, that's one thing I noticed on normal back when I played. I checked out the bestyrene, I'm looking at enemies' EXP drops, but then I would actually kill an enemy and do the math, and I was not getting that much EXP even with the EXP rated times 99, so I don't know what the heck is up with that. I'm thinking maybe that's what they give on very easy, and then every difficulty up decreases it a bit. I'm not sure. I would like to reach level 8 before this fight. There we go. As you can see, these guys are dying much faster. I think the reason I got completely maimed by this boss when I first played the game on normal is because I didn't grind at all. I was only like level 4 or 5 when I came here. I didn't have any of this new equipment. I died so many times. Stop. In the name of the law. Ow. I'm getting cut on everything. My name is Dularn, Shade of the Great Will. I would have you show me your abilities, red-haired swordsman. But yeah, like I said, get used to this boss music. You're going to be hearing a lot of it. 190. I only had 128 on it. Very easy. That's another thing that difficulty does. I never dodge that. Bosses have more health the higher the difficulty. I missed terribly. Is it the best you have to offer? Still, you have an unmistakable spark in your eyes. We cannot afford interference at this crucial juncture. I must report this at once. Yeah, you're dark man. Possibly woe man, kind of hard to tell. Ignis Bracele. Now he has magic. You can read that if you want. I'm not reading it. Ignis Bracele is fire. Press either bumper, equip it. And we have spells! You want to refrain from doing that. Because magic takes a little while to charge. Let's do this. Boop. It doesn't start charging until the meter catches up with... The amount that you used catches up with your total, as you can see down there. I was actually watching a StarCraft video the other day, and it was mana versus somebody, I don't know. And the one dude said, of course mana is blue. Who's ever heard of a red mana bar? Well, look at our mana bar. Look at our health, it's blue. Mana actually changes color depending on your element, which I think is a neat touch. It is green for wind and yellow for earth. Also, I think I've neglected to mention, but the little herbs that are dropping out of the enemies are your one and only way to heal yourself, aside from touching a save point. There are different looking herbs that heal different amounts of health. I think if there are these ones that heal 10, ones that have little berries that heal like 30 or so, and ones that are all covered in pretty pink flowers that heal 50. I don't remember if there's anything higher than that. Later in the game, like that guy dropped 2, that's awesome. No, it's only 25, still, that's something. Later in the game, enemies never drop healing when you need it, as per standard RPG laws. You can never help the hero when he needs it. Look, there's just herbs everywhere here. There's another bridge we can't go across. We need the magic. Boost mode, I didn't even use it. I don't know how it gets used up sometimes. New enemies! As you can see, our sword attacks do not hurt them very much. That's where fire comes into play. Oh, and I was wrong. Defense, a little bonus defense stack down there. It also caps out at 3. Strength is the only thing to cap out at 5. I was wrong. Just remember. Come here. Come here. You don't really give me anything anymore. Everything shall burn. Helps if you know what I'm doing. No! The money! The money! Ooh, 10 gold points. Yeah, money grinding takes a while when the only enemies in the area drop 1. They only have gold drops that are 1 and 5. These guys drop 10. Very nice, very, very nice. What's up? Something like that dropped 10 anyway. Bugs! Here's all my magic. Go me! I'm actually not sure how much health this thing have. Let's take a look. I think those are Muzziks. 113. Oh no, we're halfway in almost. Our experience bar is the orange bar above our health. Which you probably caught on to, but if not, there it is. Also, invisible chest. Like the torch. Chest turns on. That's how chests work. Ruby! Ruby Gloom? Sadly not. Jewels! They power up your magic. What is that? They go down there. As well as making your spells stronger, they let you charge up an extra level and shoot off a super shot. Well, for this, it depends. It's situational on the spell. The super fire shot is awesome. All the super magic is awesome, actually. Hello! Wow, you need some help. Who are you? What are you doing in a place like this? Adol introduced himself and explained that he came to rescue Mayor Edgar. An adventure? Well, if you're looking for Mayor Edgar, here I am. Adol wasn't. Thank you for coming all this way. I was accosted by monsters and managed to lose them here, but hurt my leg quite badly in the process. Your leg? What about the rest of you? Look at that. I was actually just about to hobble my way into the strange old ruins beyond here when you showed up. They're quite peculiar. I peeked my head in earlier, and I must say I've never seen anything like them before. Adol, I'm sorry to impose upon you even further, especially since we've only just met. But would you be willing to examine these ruins in my place? With my injured leg, I fear it might happen to me should any more monsters attack. We've come all this way. I know it's rude of me to ask, but I'm sure you're just as curious as I am, no? So please, would you do me this favor? Sure thing. Well, that's not menacing at all. Empty room. Whoa! It lives! I don't know what to think of that. That. This is the other boss music that plays during the special bosses. Also launches a charge shot completely into asunder. This, I'll admit, we're a little over leveled. I don't want to. There we go. That's the attack. Like that for some reason. Blah. Nope. Sabotage. Damn, is spectacular. You got a thing. For Sanctuary Guardian down. I was trying to think of what the things from Brave Fencer Musashi were called. Relic Guardian? No, Crest Guardian, that's it. What are you doing here? Hey, it's blonde-haired McDouchebag. You don't listen very well. I believe we handed down a royal edict to close the quarry, did we not? If you'd just done as you were told, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. So spare me the lecture. Just do as Lord I really don't remember. Lord McGuire asks. Is it Count McGuire or Lord McGuire? Make up your mind, peoples. You. At wondered what had become of you, but I never imagined. You aren't really working for Count McDouchebag, are you? Oh, but I am. I'm a devoted knight in service of the great Lord Maguire, Count. Therefore, I'll thank you to keep a respectful tone when you address me. ... What's up? Who goes there? Hi. You aren't from Redmont. What business have you here? Adol gave his name and explained the circumstances of his arrival in Felghana. A friend of Dogi's? I never thought he'd come back, and certainly not now. No matter. Lord Maguire's orders were explicit regarding the closure of this quarry. If you've come to lead this old man out of here, then I suggest you do so immediately. Wait, what about Elena? Or do you even care that she's been worried sick about you? She doesn't even know if you're alive or dead. I've grown wary of playing nursemaid. She's 17, she's old enough to cope without her big brother. You should tell her to forget about me. Hell, coming from you, she might even do it. But where are my manners? It would seem I've forgotten to introduce myself. I am Chester Stoddard, a high-ranking knight in service of Felghana's lord, His Grace Count Maguire. Adol was it? As an adventurer, I know you may be tempted, but I advise you not to get involved in our politics. That is, of course, unless you're eager to die. I kinda liked his music before the squealing guitar came into play. My throat. It's too much talking. Oh hey, you look a lot better. Got a new suit too. Why is it green in his sprite but black in his picture there? Count Maguire is the lord of Felghana, though he's not native to this land. He's actually from Rom. Is that anything like Sprom? Sprom was awesome. From the moment he took power here, he levied exorbitantly high taxes and pressured us into forced labor. Then a few days ago, he ordered us to shut down Tigray Quarry, the town's primary source of income. What a jerk. Naturally, we refused since he gave us absolutely no reason, and that's about when you showed up. Impeccable timing by the hero. To think that Chester would willingly serve a man like that, what could possibly be running through his head? He left his little sister behind too, and she hasn't heard a word from him in months. Honestly, I have a hard time believing it. Even now, knowing what I know, I keep thinking it can't be true. What am I supposed to do? Just tell Elena to try and forget about him? I couldn't possibly agree to that. I'd never be so callous. No. Elena. Elena? How long have you been listening? I heard you made it home from the quarry and that you were hurt. So I thought I'd stop by to check on you. And I overheard your whole conversation. I'm sorry. Elena! She gone. It's good to know Chester's alright at least, but that's a little consolation right now. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Ever since they were orphaned 12 years ago, those two have really watched out for one another. Up until about 3 years ago, they lived at my house, and I'd always put Chester in charge whenever I was away. I'd figure it would teach him to be a responsible young man, though honestly I never did get the hang of raising him. Adol, could I persuade you to look in on Elena for me? Right now, I think she might find it easier to open up to an impartial third party. Aru got it. Hey guys. I don't know how we would have ever managed without you, Adol. Mayor Edgar is the only thing standing between us and Maguire's oppressive tyranny. Without you, he'd be gone. The quarry's closure will hit us like a ton of bricks, but we'll manage. As long as we have Mayor Edgar, we'll survive. The only thing... Been lots of bad things happening at the quarry lately. Not too long ago, one of the wooden bridges we built in there came tumbling down. One of our apprentice miners died in that one. Bob was his name. Bob. Hello, Bob. I can't even bear to think about it, or I might start crying again. Boo boo bee boo. As I'm sure you've noticed, the quarry is basically nothing but a huge monster nest at the moment. We could deal with Maguire breathing down our necks, but the monsters pose a real threat. So much as we hate to do it, we're actually going to shut down mining operations for however long we need to. Without the quarry, we're going to have a hard time affording even the most basic necessities like food. The Count ordered it shut down, but does he have any idea what it'll do to us? Not that we have much choice. But I refuse to believe he shut it down out of concern for our safety. That's not Maguire, not even close. Hi. The mayor's always had our backs, but I'm not sure he can do anything more for us now that the mine's a monster nest. Though honestly, I can deal with monsters. Part of me wishes the Count would just rescind his edict. Yeah, the ones in there are pretty wussy anyway. And lower our taxes too, because monsters are no. If we can't resume mining soon, we're financially done for. We may have to look into other means of supporting the town. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Old guy, give me some money. Shutting down the quarry is completely absurd. That quarry is the lifeblood of this town. Our work there has been a source of pride for generations of miners. Why the hell is Dewey allowing this to go through? Why isn't he fighting it? I just realized I've been rambling to a complete stranger. Wait, aren't you the swordsman that rescued my son? Sorry, I've just been thinking about the situation in the quarry a lot lately, and every time it makes my blood boil. Ever since they closed it, the Count's men have been seen going in and out like they own the place. It's aggravating. That quarry is far too important to this town and everyone in it for us to just look the other way. At any rate, I hear you wiped out all the monsters down there, even the big ones that nested in the deepest mines. Even if you're not from Redmont, you're a true friend of this town. Here, I've got something for you. Ravalor! Any free Ravalor is nice to... I'm not sure where I was going with that sentence, but it's nice to have. I hope my son grows a spine like yours one of these days. The whole town would be a twitter whenever a new vein was struck. Merchants left and right. It's no exaggeration to say that we miners keep this town alive. We're its lifeblood, to be sure. Take our quarry from us and you take everything that makes us who we are. Oh, we're almost level 9, actually. I think. Yep. Lale! We can't play outside the town, so me and Hugo are playing hide and seek. He's it, and I thought this would be a real good hiding place. Even though you're not even behind the well. But I'm a little scared because look, you can see something shiny at the bottom. What is that? It could be a shiny monster. Or maybe it's treasure. Arr! But it could be sharp treasure. Ow! Let's find out. Adol pulled up the shiny object from the bottom of the well. Ravalor times 3. Well, guesses 2 and 3 were both right. So what was it? I want to see. Show me, show me! Adol informed her that it was only Ravalor. Aw, boo. I was hoping it'd be diamonds or something. But thanks for showing me anyway. Most people would have just told me not to bother them. Chester was always real nice to me too. I'd always be up in his business and he never once scolded me for it. He'd always play with me and Elena, and he even took us on walks outside the town sometimes. And he taught me how to fish, too. You think it'd be boring, but it's not. It's actually real fun. He's not here anymore, though. He went someplace far away. Sometimes I feel like he's never gonna come back. Yeah, about that. You went to the quarry, didn't you? That bridge. Did you see the collapsed bridge? We saw like 4 collapsed bridges. Oh, glom, never mind. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Okay, so I will. Boing, boing, boing. Hey, Fiona. You actually went into the mines? The scary monster-infested mines? All by yourself, just to rescue our mayor? It's like you're some kind of mythical hero from a storybook. Your name is Adol, right? I hear you're one of those sword-wielding adventurer types who go around saving the world. Dogi certainly has good taste and best friends, it seems. He's always spouting nonsense and playing practical jokes on people. I just don't know what to do with him. No. Okay. What's up? The townsfolk have never liked the Count much, even from the outset. He's levied ridiculously high taxes, and even taken people from town to help build his castle. Rumor has it he also hired a lot of mercenaries to do his bidding. Guiding them on the spot is a lure. I think even most Roman politicians would disapprove of his tactics. You know, I left a wife and son behind in Garmin. I wonder how they're doing these days. If you can get work as a knight, you're in for an easy ride. Life becomes like a never-ending party. My wife was dead set against the whole idea, but I did it anyway. And what do you know? She was right, as always. Thank you so much, Adol. You've done us all a great service by bringing our men back safe and sound. Is it true you took down a giant monster in there? Everyone in town's been talking about the new red-headed hero who showed up out of the blue to save the day. I can honestly say I'm proud to have you staying under my roof. Roses are red and violets are blue. Meow, 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 meow. Yo. Buff my sword. No. Leave me alone. Wah. This video's gone on super long at this point, but I want to finish this out, damn it. Heh, guess I was wrong about you, mister. You really saved the mayor? Man, you must be super duper strong. He's not here right now, but Chester was super duper strong like that too. You gotta tell me sometime how you beat the monsters. Promise you'll tell me, Mr. Adol. Although I guess I gotta subtract however long it took me to grind from my recording time here. I don't know how long that was. I'm very worried. If only I had tried a little harder to stop Father Pierre. Something going down? Oh, first off, 2 more people to talk to. Oh, what to do, what to do? With the quarry closed, I'll never get my hands on any ravel ore. My investors will all drop me and I'll be ruined. I don't look forward to the mountains of debt that await me when I get back to Rome. Failure, thy name is Antonio. But wait, you're the type that people randomly send on quests, aren't you? Please, sir, sell me some ravel ore. This is the only side quest in the game, pretty much, so don't worry. If you can find me just enough to keep my backers from breaking my kneecaps, I'll buy it from you at top gold. What do you think? An irresistible offer, no? The only good thing about this quest is the very last reward, which I don't even remember what it is at this point. I swear I'll pay handsomely. You have to spend money to make money, after all. Just 10 pieces of ravel. He asks for 10, and then he asks for like 50, and then 200, and then... It gets a little ridiculous. I really like that picture, even though she's all sad. Probably because that's the only time in the entire game we'll ever get to see it. Chester. Adol. Helena! What's up? I'm sorry, I've just got a lot on my mind. My brother gave me this pendant. He left it here in a letter for me on the day he vanished. I guess it makes me feel closer to him when I wear it. But in reality, he was closer than I ever realized all this time. I'm so sorry, Adol. So many horrible rumors have been going around about my brother. And then to hear the man who raised me confirm them all. I just want to know what's happening and why. He must have a reason, right? Maybe I'm being selfish. I should just be grateful he's alive. In a way, it's like a weight I've been carrying around for the last 6 months has been lifted from me. I may not know what's going through his mind just yet, but I do know that if I could talk to him, just talk to him, then things might go back to normal. So don't worry about me, I'll be okay. But thank you for your concern, Adol. I really do appreciate it. Friendship hug! Alright, what next? Right. Bad happenings at the church. What's going on, guys? My leg is so sore, holy crap. Vestmented man. This has become quite serious indeed. Why would Father Pierre go to such a place? Please forgive me. I should have tried harder to stop him. Sup? Have you seen Father Pierre by any chance? You haven't? Oh dear, where could he have gone? I like her worried expression, I don't know why. My, such blazing red hair. Thank you. You must be Adol. I've heard murmurings about you. Actually, he is like the only red-haired character in this entire game, I just realized. You must be Adol. I've heard murmurings about you amongst the townsfolk. Oh, you totally don't look evil. Look at those eyebrows. My name is Nicholas. I am head of the Felghana. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. I was also the town's priest until 3 years ago. Now I serve at the castle while Father Pierre enlightens the town. Yeah. I still drop by from time to time, though. Old habits do die hard, as they say. I fear, however, that my visit today may be a bit less transient than usual on account of Father Pierre's absence. Are you familiar with the Elburn's ruins to the northeast of here? Nope, we just got here. They are the remnants of a temple used by practitioners of a pagan religion. What? Religion from a long-lost era. It would seem that Father Pierre has taken it upon himself to visit that temple for purposes unknown. But they're full of monsters. It's unsafe in every regard. There's a dormant volcano behind it which has recently become active anew. And popular rumors suggest the place is infested with monsters of all shapes and sizes. That's not good news at all. All the more reason for concern. One cannot help but fear the worst. Adol, Kristen. They say you're the one who rescued Mayor Edgar from the quarry. Is this true? Given your considerable skill, might I humbly request you undertake another such mission to find Father Pierre? Hero time! Such selfless courage. On behalf of the church, you have my deepest gratitude. I ain't doing this for you, buddy. I'm just helping a dude in need. I believe you'll be needing this. You got another key. Get used to it. The Elburn's ruins are just off the road to the northeast of here. This key opens the access gate. Please do whatever you can to ensure the safety of Father Pierre. Mate, no. You don't get any. Also, yay, squeaky squeak. I believe we get the shield for the second set in the Elburn's ruins, so we'll be able to ditch this old sprite. Also, hey Adol, good getting everyone home safe and sound. Good going getting everyone home safe and sound. I don't know how you did it, but you really saved the day. Though it seems we have another missing person now. Father Pierre left town a while ago and he has yet to return. I need to stop letting people talk me into allowing them outside. Also, Elburn's ruins. Weird name, I know. Apparently been there for centuries. Nobody knows why it was built. Piques your curiosity, no? It's off limits to anyone not affiliated with the church then, unfortunately. Later you can ask him a whole bunch of questions about lore and such. Okay, that's everything for now. These videos are way too long. I'm not going to be recording as much later. But I will see you guys either next time or whenever I decide when I'm going to make a 100 subscriber special about. See you then!